lonely river and bad boots. But seem to be the only friends I've left at all.
Well, good morning. I don't know if you could. I don't think you could see the video, but it's backstage last night with Jason Aldean. Ben and I were lucky enough to get to go back and see Jason. Just a couple players and his guitar. He was doing some all-time favorites last night. And I don't know about you, Ben. I love that. That was so cool.
He did. Much Too Young to Feel This Demo to Garth Brooks, and Time Marches On from Tracy Lawrence. It was good.
Loved it.
It was cool.
It was all good. Well, here we are. It's Friday morning. What do you say we just kick things off with the weekend review? Are you ready, Ben?
I'll be ready. You ready?
Brooke, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, let's go. Well, this is my song. It's called The Weekend Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you. Brooke talked about her to-go bag in case her water breaks. It's interesting the things an expectant mother will need to take. A change of clothes and lots of snacks are in that bag that she did cram. And in the side pocket, there's a hairbrush for the post pic on Instagram.
So important.
Let me read that again.
Okay.
And in the side pocket, there's a hairbrush for the post pic on Instagram.
That soup's important.
Of course.
There's definitely a difference between men and women when it comes to these kind of things. Brian also has a to-go bag. It's called his set of pings.
No.
Yes.
And this is the song. It's called The Weekend Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Tim had a week that was filled, with so much joy. We all got a text from him saying, Rachel had a baby, it's a boy.
That's right.
His son Daniel also had a baby last month, so now there's 2 first cousins. Tim's grandkid count is growing. Pretty soon he'll have a dozen.
I hope so.
All this baby news, it brings back such great memories. I just Googled, is it possible to reverse a vasectomy? I want another baby! And this is the song, it's called The Weekend Review. A week's worth of shows, surprise for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Could you imagine such a thing, bro?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I could.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Some good news and bad news this week. The good news is Britney Spears is now completely free. The bad news is Britney Spears is now completely free. Some worry that her new fiance is only out to financially drain her. Not to sound skeptical, but she's a pop star and he's a personal trainer.
What do you say?
Think about it.
Okay.
When will she be broke if indeed this guy's a crook? The over-under is 2 years on Caesar Sportsbook.
I'll take that.
And this is my song. It's called The Weekend Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you.
I'd say, go ahead and declare that one the best one ever.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man.
I smell one edit.
I smell one edit and one edit only. I'm not even going to put that on the screen. And
Wouldn't be a week if we didn't see someone's boobs on Instagram.
well,
You mean Britney's boobs?
No, I mean someone else's boobs.
oh,
So she's completely naked now, using little
She's free. I think she's taking it a little too literal.
stars
Yeah.
to cover up her bitties.
free of her father's conservatorship and free of her clothing.
Someone needs to take away her phone.
That's
Her camera
true.
phone.
Yeah.
Her camera, just the camera part.
Aye.
Yeah, it's
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
not good.
Hello.
Hello.
I think I changed my mind. I think I am going to put the edit on screen because I think there are people who get up early on Friday just to see it happen.
Oh boy.
Don't you?
Uh,
So,
yeah.
All right, here it was.
Airbrush for the post pic on Instagram.
That soup's important.
Of course.
There's
Move it to there. Gonna zero in just a little.
look at that.
Whoop, boop, boop, boop. And let's see. Okay.
And in the side pocket there's a
Beep, boop.
and in the side is that it? He did cram.
Okay.
And in the side pocket and in the side pocket in the
All right.
and in the side pocket there's a hairbrush.
Okay.
Done.
D-Winnie done.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it RFA. Savaz and MP3.
Happy Friday, didn't that to you too?
Boop, boop, boop. Oh my gosh, it's October.
Oh my gosh, they're showing people out at the state fair.
The state fair today.
Wow.
Tim, I emailed you a picture.
Okay.
My kids have never been to the Arizona State Fair.
Really?
This year they're going.
Yeah.
They're frickin' going.
I support you in that. Might take Penny.
She's old enough to kind of get it now, right?
Well, you know what is fun about the fair is the exhibit hall.
Yeah.
And all the animals, the big barn.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, if you need your teeth whitened or your prostate checked.
I love it. I mean, where else can you get a corn dog, nitroglycerin frozen popcorn, see a two-headed sheep, and Judas Priest in the same night?
Exactly.
It's a true story.
Exactly. Hello there, Simbo. APEC. Thank you, sir. This was from, obviously, Hamilton in San Francisco, and Double L brought this back for me. Happy Friday. All right. I'm putting it back in 1 and live. So we're going back to 1. Going to undo this. Okay. Gonna need the phone. Gonna need Ben. Got Brooke. And yeah. I don't know why we have that there. But
Caesar's Sportsbook.
all right. Let's just see who we got here. Good morning, KNIX.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
this is Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. Would you like to play the Pyramid of Winning?
I sure would.
Okay.
good. Oh, good.
What city are you calling? Are you from?
Phoenix.
All right. Have you turned down your radio? And if you're on like a Bluetooth device or something, if you could just kind of go on direct on the phone, that'll be better for your purposes and ours.
Okay.
And we'll be back with you in just a second.
sure.
Okay. All right. That's Michelle. Hi there, KNIX. Who's this?
Kimberly.
Kimberly?
Yes,
Kimberly, what town are you from?
Phoenix.
Oh, lovely. The greater Scottsdale Kleenex area?
No, South Phoenix.
All right. Southside. Uh-oh, who's that?
Who that?
You asked who it is.
Who?
That's Willow, my daughter.
Oh, how old is
Oh.
We're
Willow?
waiting in the parking lot to drop her off at school. We listen to you guys every morning.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hey, Willow.
Willa or Willow?
Willow.
Oh,
Oh, I like that name.
that's a good name.
Cool name.
All right. And what school do you drop her off at?
No. I'm sorry, what was that?
What school?
She goes to Moon Mountain Elementary. I'm actually a teacher at Thunderbird High School.
Oh, very good.
Oh, well,
Yes.
thank you for what you do. That's I could never be a teacher.
So you
I
teach
teach
for,
high schoolers.
Oh, God bless you.
for the Thunderbird. We don't know
Titans now. We are Titans
the
now.
Thunderbird Titans, formerly
Yes.
the Chiefs. Okay,
Yes.
excellent. All right, we're going to be right back with you in just a second, okay?
Yep.
Okay. You time. Ba-ba-dum-ding.
It's now time for Tim Ben and Brooks' Pyramid of Winning.
And next week, if you can't win some tickets to a show from KNIX, something's up because there's 4 big country shows next week. We'll kick it off with Brett Young on Tuesday night, Arizona Federal.
It's crazy. Then there's then October until the end of October, it's all happening.
It is all happening. What a time to be pregnant and unable to
Exactly.
Let's see. We're playing the Pyramid of Winning, and on the line from Phoenix is Michelle. You're playing with Ben today. Hello, Michelle.
Good morning.
Ben, we got you now. Here you are.
There we go.
All
Okay.
right. Simple.
Mhm.
I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. You have to name as many types of birds. 30
Okay.
seconds.
Okay, they come out at night. They go.
Wait, whoa.
Ow.
Wait
Let
for
me
the timer.
start the clock,
whoa.
sir.
To be
Hey.
fair, this is our first day playing.
Right. Jeez.
Birds, ready, go.
Okay, they come out at night. They go, hoo, hoo.
Owl.
Yes, okay, it's a symbol of America. They got a white head.
Eagle.
Yep. Well, they're what? If you have no hair, you're what?
Bald eagle.
There you go. Okay, they live in Antarctica. They don't fly. They're little Arctic.
Penguin.
Yeah. Okay. They go in the cornfields. They have a little thing that scare blank.
Crows.
Yes. Okay. A macaw is a what? A macaw.
A parrot?
Yes. Okay. All right.
It's 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
I just thought of a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a macaw and name it Tim. Tim Macaw.
Please don't get a parrot. It'll outlive you.
That was good.
My
Tim.
brother had a couple of birds. I don't know, a parrot and something. And man, it would drive me nuts to go visit his house. They were always screeching and squawking and talking. It's like, yeah. All right. On the line, also from Phoenix, is wait, I didn't write down your name.
Her daughter's name is Willow.
I know. I was so interested. What is your name again?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. And her daughter, Willow, she's about to get dropped off at Moon Mountain Elementary. And Kimberly's actually a teacher at Thunderbird High. Right?
Yes.
Okay,
All
good.
right.
If the questions are tough now, we'll just wait. They're going to get worse. What do you teach there at Thunderbird?
I teach math.
Math.
Oh boy, you need to come in here because we're at like a maybe elementary school level.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, all right. Here's the thing. You got 30 seconds on the clock to name as many types of fish. These are fish. Got to beat 5. Here we go.
All right, people have these as pets. They're kind of yellow orange.
Goldfish.
Yep, this is very popular to eat in fancy restaurants.
Salmon.
Yep, this is Jaws is a type of
Shark.
Okay, these come in chicken of the sea. These come in cans.
Tuna.
This is what sometimes they put these in in salad dressings like or on pizzas.
Anchovies.
Yes. This is if you have a fake profile and you try to go out with
We
tie.
got ourselves a tie.
I was going for catfish.
Catfish. All right, both of you. Kimberly and Michelle, hang on. We're going to do the Pyramid of Winning tiebreaker in just a second. The Week in Review is coming up too. KNIX. Her day. Okay. Oh. Okay, Ben, you're back up.
I'll back up. Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, Barrel Boy is not here. He left a little early to go. He's going back for a friend's wedding. He's flying back to Florida. Okay, so the tiebreaker question should be,
Who played last night at
who played last night?
Make it really easy.
Seems very easy, but if we let's go for the easy, yeah.
Okay, we'll give it a go. All right. Got Michelle on the phone. Are you there?
Yes. Hi.
All right. And Kimberly, you still with us?
Yes.
All right. Sorry your daughter's going to be so late for school.
Oh, it's okay. We were in the parking lot.
All right. I'm going to ask a question. If you know the answer, say your name. We'll call on you. The question is this. What country star played last night at Auction Pavilion?
Michelle.
Michelle?
Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean is right for the win.
That's right.
Congratulations. You're going to go see Brett Young next Tuesday downtown at Arizona Federal Theater.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Brooke, how do you want to get her info?
Can you put her on mute, or do I need to go back there?
I'll turn us off of the stream for just a second.
Okay.
Everybody watching on the stream, hang on. And, here's what we'll do. I don't even need to do that. I just realized I can do this. Yeah, sorry. I had to mute my mic there for a minute while Brooke got the winner info. So we didn't broadcast her phone number all over the internet. Simbo is a proud graduate of Thunderbird High. He says they'll always be the Chiefs. Thank you. Tim McCaw. Hello. Some of my best work.
Where the green grass goes.
Todd, class of 01. Okay, we got that issue resolved. Good morning, Gina. We know now. I'm back. Hello, hello.
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 Is it me you're looking for?
Gosh, I really want to play this for you guys. It was a little bit jumpy earlier. I'm going to try it again. This was just cool. Jason Aldean said, I just thought I'd play a couple songs for you. This is before the show. And we were lucky enough to get an invite. But he goes, these are songs.
Take a risk to do.
it's
Yeah, it's an alley. Good.
Cause it could be the only friends I left at all. Time's getting longer. The saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
sorry it's skipping like that. Like, throughout internet issues, but he did much too young to feel that's right where Garth sings it like "Worn out today, Chris Ledoux," and after that line he goes, "God bless Chris Ledoux." I wondered if people were going to shout that. Did you wonder that too, Ben?
Yeah, kind of.
Ah, you didn't
Yeah.
care. You were
Yeah,
making out
yeah.
with Susan. What'd you care?
You're right. Yeah.
Jason Aldean said last night, he got on the piano and he said, "If I get canceled, I'm just going to go play in lobbies of hotel casinos." Look at that. And apparently our little buddy Austin got a pick. Got a pick from Jason Aldean. So that's cool.
That is a big ass grand piano right there.
It sure is, man. See if I got a little better picture of that here. It's so interesting. I noticed this. I mean, it's not new, but at the Jason Aldean pre-show thing, and then this picture, so many people are just videoing it on their phones rather than just watching it.
I didn't know he played piano.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I did because I saw what was that? Was it Crossroads?
Oh, did you do that on Crossroads?
Bryan Adams?
I thought it maybe it wasn't it, but it was something on CMT like sessions or something.
Did you ever see the Bryan Adams, Jason Aldean Crossroads?
Jason Aldean, Bryan Adams, yeah.
I mean, I don't. He's done a couple, but I think, but that was.
Yeah, about his show he's doing next Friday, October 8th at the Auction Pavilion. We know we're working with you guys, but we still have a good selection of seats available, and we were just hoping you could let your listeners know to get those tickets at livenation.com.
Excellent. Brad Paisley and Jimmy Allen.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for the update.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Yeah. We're having some internet issues here, and so it keeps freezing on my computer, so I just reconnected. But lots going on. So what is the best way to fit Garth in a wedding reception? Do you mean get him there? We'll call him. He owes us a favor.
Yeah, he's pretty trim these days. He can fit in. There was a time, we'll go get us a cup of coffee.
So you're out of town for a while, huh? Alexander? Were you there last night? It was a good crowd. It was probably the biggest crowd of the 4 shows. Dirks, Lady A, Luke. Although it might have rivaled Luke, but man, it was packed. Packed.
This guy is so orange. Who is this? And why is he so orange?
This guy on Fox 10. You see that guy? That's
Wait.
just
A terrible spray tan.
he's still waiting for his new webcam to show. Okay. .1025 KNIX, today's best country and all-time favorites. World premiere of a brand new Blake Shelton song, All Day Long, top of the hour. And Brooke, would you say, are you more hormonal closer to the end of your pregnancy or the beginning?
That's a great question. Brian would say all throughout.
Every day.
Every
Even
day.
Steven, baby.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do an episode of What Made Brooke Cry lately, coming up in just a few minutes. Brooke doesn't cry almost about anything.
No,
And-
before pregnancy, I didn't really cry. And now, I cried when I saw the Dawn soap commercial with the ducks covered in oil. It's
Oh, that one is so precious.
It is.
I hear you. Well, let's see if Ben can get a few tears rolling down your cheeks. It's time for him to sing The Week in Review.
Well, this is my song. It's called A Week in Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you. Brooke talked about her to-go bag in case her water breaks. It's interesting the things an expectant mother will need to take. A change of clothes and lots of snacks are in that bag that she did cram. And in the side pocket, there's a hairbrush for the post pic on Instagram.
That soup's important.
Of course.
There's definitely a difference between men and women when it comes to these kind of things. Brian also has a to-go bag. It's called his set of pings.
No.
Yes.
And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Tim had a week that was filled, with so much joy. We all got a text from him saying, Rachel had a baby, it's a boy.
That's right.
His son Daniel also had a baby last month, so now there's 2 first cousins. Tim's grandkid count is growing. Pretty soon he'll have a dozen.
I hope so.
All this baby news, it brings back such great memories. I just Googled, is it possible to reverse a vasectomy? I want another baby!
No, God.
And this is the song, it's called A Week in Review. A week's for the show, summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Could you imagine such a thing, bro?
No.
No.
Well, I could.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Some good news and bad news this week. The good news is Britney Spears is now completely free. The bad news is Britney Spears is now completely free. Some worry that her new fiance is only out to financially drain her. Not to sound skeptical, but she's a pop star and he's a personal trainer.
What are you saying?
Think about it.
Okay.
When will she be broke if indeed this guy's a crook? The over-under is 2 years on Caesar Sportsbook.
I'll take that.
And this is my song, it's called A Weekend Review. A week's worth of shows summarized for you.
I'd say, go ahead and declare that one the best one ever. Yeah. All right. Coming up, what made Brooke cry? Going from the happy to the sad. All the tears. 102.5 KNIX.
Baby, last night.
Wonder who's on this phone line that's ringing. Shall we answer?
Sure.
Good morning, KNIX.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, who's this?
This is Stephanie.
What's going on?
I was trying to call in for the Country Thunder tickets.
Oh, right. Yes, right. Right. Good. Well, keep listening. And when you hear,
Okay.
when we play The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, you got to listen all day. But when you hear it, be the 1,000th caller, and you got those tickets, all right?
All right.
Sing a little bit of that, Ben, in case you forgot.
The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Don't worry, you got a lot of time to call because it's like 17 minutes long, okay? It's about a ship that sinks. And, of course, he's playing Country Thunder. He's the big headliner, Gordon Lightfoot, okay? Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, 1,000th caller.
Sundown, you better take care if I find you been hanging on my back stairs.
All right, have a great day.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Carefree highway, won't you slip away on me?
And then cap it off with the song about Durham.
I've got to leave old Durham town. I've got to leave old Durham town.
I don't
That's
know why.
Roger Whittaker.
Yeah. All kind of sounds the same to me.
Veronica, it's a good question. As long as I'm on the air, I will be Brooke Hoover. I legally changed my last name, but I'm just keeping Brooke Hoover for on the air always. And my husband doesn't, he's very private. He doesn't want people, knowing his real last name and our kids' real last name. So it will just be Brooke Hoover.
What's that mean? I mean, she's calling the wrong station. So. Okay. So, by the way, where'd you see that question about your last name?
It was Veronica Ronnie Becker.
In our stream?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. It's up there. My internet's being iffy.
Who do you still refer to Brooke as Brooke Hoover?
The Hoove.
Wreck
of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You're playing Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald as your wedding song? That's awesome. Thank you, Veronica.
It wasn't mean because these are the people that have both stations on speed dial and like go back and forth and just
they're just trying to win. They're not listening.
They're not listening to our show, so I don't care.
Tina, didn't you prank them as Toby Keith one day?
Who?
You.
Prank who?
Camel. But was it Pratt? Did you call Pratt, Dave Pratt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy now.
Jennifer, you're going to nail it. New manager at Goodwill.
Remember that story? I saw two people hooking up by the dumpster of Goodwill. That
Yes.
was quite something.
Do you remember which location that was?
No, I don't. It was the one
Oh.
closest to my house, Tim.
Oh, okay.
Whatever one that is.
Your house now?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of locations.
I was donating some stuff and my mom's helping me like get new furniture and
That's
stuff.
right.
And then we saw my mom goes, "Oh my." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Well, those people are in the car. I think they're getting it on." Like, "Oh my gosh." And they were. They were
Really?
like making out and they were not young people.
Huh.
They were so we think they were having an affair because why would you just meet up behind the dumpster of the Goodwill, right?
Yeah.
You know, you'd think if you were married, you'd just not do that, but at noon on a Tuesday?
Right.
Jennifer says she's got a couple of stories of nasty things at Goodwill. We should do Goodwill Confessions, maybe.
Yeah. My mom's like, "Oh, my."
Oh my goodness. That is not
you know
two
what?
tickets to paradise.
Listen, shopping at Goodwill's has become one of my new simple pleasures. It started when I went to get some of that furniture to build Penny's refrigerator, like with old nightstands and stuff. I mean, I bought a nightstand that turned into her little refrigerator, her little play refrigerator, and it was $5.
Yeah.
But every store is different.
D
So,
I get I I get the guilties about that, and I shouldn't
yeah,
because, like, I feel like not that I'm rich, but I can afford
a
to
brand new one, yeah.
like, no, like, I don't need to shop at Goodwill. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean? So I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I should save that stuff for people that are a single mom or
Mm.
but then someone told me, "But the money goes to the charity."
I think they go I know one thing they do is they help people find jobs.
Yes, so
Yeah.
then that makes me feel better. I just get a guilt I don't know.
Yeah. Colin volunteered over at the Bell Road.
Yeah.
Actually, it was St. Vincent de Paul. Same kind of thing, really.
Yeah,
But,
mhm.
so we were in there for an hour or two, and they had a washer and dryer. And I'm like, damn, that's a nice washer and dryer. I might want to buy that. The same thing. I was like, no, I don't need.
That's what parking lots are for.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, Brooke, you want to back sell this?
That's LV Shane, my boy, 1025 KNIX. We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
Can you talk about what made you cry without crying again?
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
So, but we'll get some Kleenex handy. Sometimes people crying, even if I'm not emotionally involved, seeing them cry makes me cry. It's kind of like seeing somebody vomit makes me vomit.
Ew.
Okay. Mhm. All right. So, Brooke, for time, I think we got to go after this. Do I move this to the other side of the break or do I drop it? You know what? I'm going to consult my
So
drop
it's-
songs list.
Spots start at 7:40.
741.
So you drop Jason Aldean.
Okay, just drop him. Drop
Yeah.
him like he's hot
Yeah.
or. Okay. And. Oh, there's Ellie. We'll show that here in just a minute.
Really?
Ellie.
But Goodwill does good things for charities, correct? They donate
Oh,
money
yeah.
for certain.
I like I said, I
Yeah.
mean, Jennifer will fill us in, but yeah, they help people get jobs and.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, I know, Danette, really, yesterday. We were talking about that.
That made me cry, but that, yeah.
It made. Where'd you get your clothes from? Hey, I mean, it's probably the go-to spot, the number one go-to spot for Halloween.
Absolutely.
That's
You
the
can
thing.
find a lot of vintage stuff there, like cool vintage stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard that people.
I gave up on golf. I gave away my nice set of clubs. I didn't play for like 8 years. And then some friends wanted to play, and they're, this couple, they had just got lessons, and they just bought like $1,500 sets of golf clubs each.
Mhm.
So I went to Goodwill and I got an entire set of golf clubs, piecemeal. I had to go to 3 or 4, and the bag for under $35.
But how did you find them for $6.5?
I mean, that's why I had to go to 3 or 4 different stores.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you have, because you're such a tall guy, do you have your clubs extended?
No, I just tried to find longer clubs. All right, here we go. Ben, back sell this, please.
Chase Rice, eyes on you, 1025 KNIX for Tim, Ben, and Brooke. It's Friday.
So Brooke is pregnant, about 3.5 weeks away from your due date.
3 weeks.
And,
Yeah.
I asked if you're more emotional now or earlier. And Brian, according to your husband, the man who did this to you, as you call him, you've kind of been the same. What's funny is Brooke isn't that emotional in everyday life. I cry at everything, but Brooke kind of keeps it together.
Yeah, but throughout this pregnancy, I've cried because I dropped a bowl of food. I've cried because I didn't want to weigh as much as my husband. I cried at a Dawn soap commercial. I mean, you name it, I have cried.
Well, I love it when your daughter Tim cried at Chick-fil-A because it was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it's time for us to check in and find out what made her cry lately.
Let's find out why Brooke Hoover did cry. Brooke Hoover did cry.
So a lot of the times the reason I cry is ridiculous. I understand that, but the hormones, man, if you've been pregnant, you get it. I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone, and I cried because it was October.
Oh, yeah.
And this is kind of serious, but I shouldn't have cried, but this is the month I'm having a baby.
Mhm.
And I got a little overwhelmed because I've
Right.
been preparing. My nursery was done in July, I think, maybe August. I feel like I have everything. My dining room is full. I've got so much stuff. Every type of swaddle. I have too much stuff. Honestly, I'm going to end up donating it because I know I won't use it all. But the anxiety hit me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I can't believe they're going to let me leave the hospital and they don't even give you a test.
Yeah.
They don't even give you a quiz. They just let you take home a human. And I'm like, I'm not prepared for this. And I started freaking out, and I'm still kind of freaking out. Obviously, I'm very excited and I feel very blessed and I thank God, but I'm having anxiety.
Yeah. Who else felt like that right before they had a baby? Everybody.
Rice. Remember that scene in Parenthood when Keanu Reeves goes,
You have to have a license to drive. You have to have a license to fish. But you don't have to have a license to have a kid.
But I just started crying because I'm like, what if I forgot something? And, I'm going to try to breastfeed, but I have a whole case of formula in case I can't. I am so prepared and I know this, but I'm like, what if I don't have the right size clothes? What if I don't know. I just started freaking out, and I'm spiraling.
Okay. All right. We'll pull out before you go into the mountainside here, but you're going to be fine. You and Brian are going to be amazing parents. Your kid's going to be incredible, and something clicks as soon as they're in your arms. They lay the baby on your chest, and you're just going to be like, oh my God, I got this.
But then the other part is my mom is in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need my mom. I don't want to cry again. Okay, we got to go to break before I cry again.
oh, honey, it's not going to be okay.
Until your mom, listen, this should be comforting. Until your mom gets here, there's always Barrel Boy.
Oh, no, that's going to make me cry
God, she's
again.
sobbing.
That's terrible. All right, let me go blow my nose.
How funny. Don't you remember that, Ben?
What's that?
I remember before Emily was born, I'd have moments where I just go, what the, how I feel like I'm 12 years old. And so how am I going to be a dad?
I did. Yeah.
Now, if you asked Emily, she'd probably say that she still has doubts, but
I freaked out. I did freak out a little bit. I remember the first time you're in your bed and it's the first night, and the baby starts to cry at whenever they wake up, and you're just like, let the games begin.
Let it go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go now.
Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. But it is true that like Seinfeld said, you people out there who don't have kids, you think you know what it's like, but you have no idea.
I know.
Like, you're right.
And that's the truth.
And he goes, I have a 2-year-old. You know what it's like? It's like a blender without a top. That's right.
Well, I want to show this picture because it is October 1st, and October is many things, but it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that is something that Brooke is passionate about, making sure people get checked.
Yes.
Because your mom is an amazing breast cancer survivor.
She was so diligent about getting checked. And they found it early. And her shirt says, yes, they're fake. My real ones tried to kill me.
I love your mom.
I mean, y'all have met my mom. That's perfect for her.
Yeah.
You are blessed. She is the coolest.
And she made the surgeon, a breast cake and gave it to him.
so
It was in the shape of 2 boobs.
Yeah.
And she said, after you cut into me, you can cut into this. Here's your cake. I mean, just get rid of these 50-some-year-old boobs and I get to get 20-year-old boobs. Like, okay, Mom. Good for you.
That's funny.
Love it.
Yeah, great shirt. And she's been cancer-free for 5 years now.
That's great.
Had to do the chemo thing.
Jogging for jugs. Let's talk about that, the 50. About your mom.
Okay. Yes, they're fake. And her surgeon, he said something so bizarre. I thought, because we went to Duke and he is one of the best breast surgeons in the country.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, you're obviously very experienced. Like, how hard is this surgery for you? Like, on a scale of what you do, is this difficult? She's just trying to get a gauge. And he goes like, put it this way. After your surgery, I'm going boar hunting because I need a challenge. And I was like, I was sitting there. I'm like, that is the strangest.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's a good thing.
I take that to mean good. Good for you.
All right. The boar hunting. Okay.
I like it.
I like never, and what's crazy, I'll talk about this on the air. She went through chemo, all this stuff. I never heard her complain.
How's your dad through all that?
He's a fixer. And he's a control freak. And when he's not in control and he can't fix the situation, he doesn't really know what to do.
A little uneasy, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you had a couple of episodes of that between your brother and leukemia, and then
he did not know what to do with my brother. Yeah. Yeah. And like when I called him crying, my boyfriend dumped me a long time ago. I was upset. I called the home phone. I was crying.
Oh boy.
He didn't even hear what was wrong. He goes, I'm like, Dad. He's like, hang on, Eleanor. Eleanor. And he passes the phone off. He doesn't even say what's
No, you're
wrong.
like, I tell you what.
Come here, Eleanor.
So Rachel, this is true about her. Definitely true about my baby still. Rebecca. If I get a call from her, I look down the caller ID, it's her. Actually, it's the ringtone is Baby Girl by Sugarland. I'm like, uh-oh. I answer immediately. I'm like, what's wrong? Are you bleeding? Is anything on fire?
Yeah. He knew, and he doesn't want to deal with any type of
Nah.
crying emotion.
Hmm.
And then one time Crash got hurt, like really bad. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I called, Dad, Crash is hurt. Okay, I'm going to book your mother a flight out there. That's what his solution is your mother's available.
He's the fixer. He's like, here's what I'm going to do about it.
Yeah, when we were kids, we would say, Daddy, my stomach hurts. Okay, what medicine do you need?
You're right.
Not, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me rub your... Eleanor?
Eleanor. Hang on. Let me get your mother.
Eleanor.
Yeah, if he can't solve the problem, he just, yeah. And then when I did tell him, this guy dumped me, he's like, okay, what's the problem? He's obviously a dumbass. And why would you want to date a dumbass? If he's going to dump you, problem solved. Let's move on.
Good.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Very pragmatic.
Okay.
It's funny. My dad, Marine, grew up Depression era without a dad. Like his dad died when he was 8 or something. So he kind of became the man of the house through a very tough time in history. Went on to become a Marine. Hard ass, just a hard guy, had a hard life. But he was the softie. He's where I get my emotions from. He would cry at anything. I know. It's really. And
that's like he would cry like at sentimental stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And, what's funny is, so if you ask my brothers or my sister, he was the disciplinarian kind of prototype of a Marine dad. But my dad and I had a super close relationship. He and I were very close. I don't know. He was an aeronautical engineer for most of his career after he retired as a Marine aviator. But he worked at a state office, the state office of, the State Bureau of Air Quality Control. He was in charge of air pollution for the state of Arizona.
Oh.
And he had a corner office that looked out over the city. And I went there, and on his cubicle, his gray bureaucratic government cubicle, all he had were like news clippings and promo photos about me. And he was so proud.
Oh, ain't that cute?
That's sweet.
I mean, my mom is where I got my sense of humor. My mom was very much like your mom, very funny. But my dad, I guess, whatever, a little softy inside.
My mom's been married to my dad. They're going to celebrate 35 years this year.
Yeah.
And she's seen him cry one time in 35 years.
Yeah.
And it was the same time I saw him cry with my brother.
Yeah.
Got cancer. I got to say, I didn't like that. Seeing my dad cry, I was like,
no,
I don't want that to happen.
I think there's a difference, don't you think, between crying at like a sad movie and then crying about something,
He's never, she's been with him 35 years. He's never, ever even,
Like at the end of Free Willy, he didn't cry?
No, he's never cried at a movie. He's never cried at anything.
He never cried seeing a killer whale or a killer whale show.
No.
What's wrong with him?
He would never. But when when Pierce it was a bad diagnosis.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something worth crying for, obviously. But, I mean, when those movies at the end, they get you with the music and like a soldier reuniting with his son.
Brian doesn't cry.
No? At anything?
I saw him cry one time, and it was like
we missed a putt.
Grandma's funeral, and his eyes were like
that'll change.
Yeah.
I think you hit 40. It's waterwork time.
Ben, I'd like you to backsell this when we get there. There's a scene in Elf, which I've seen now a million times, when the sleigh takes off at the end and lifts up over the crowd at Central Park. That always gets me. It's got this good orchestral swell. That makes a big difference to me.
Mm-hmm. E.T. I was a kid. That made me cry when I was like 12.
Really?
Well, just when he's going up back in the ship, going home. And the music's going, Dee Wallace is tearing up. So am I.
All right. 30 seconds. Wow. That's worthy. Yeah, that's what my dad. I'll give you something to cry about. All right. Here you go, Ben.
Brett, young lady, 1025 KNIX. It's Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
Let's see. It's going to be a Midland winning weekend. Not just tickets to their show next Thursday for Ben's birthday.
Of course, yeah.
But also, we're going to throw in transportation to and from and a stay downtown at the Westin. Ooh. That's fancy like.
Nice.
Speaking of ladies, you were talking about your mom, and she's going to come out, but a few days after you have your baby, and she's very special to you. Brooke and her mom are best friends, but also because it is October 1st, you have a very special connection to Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, so my mom has been breast cancer free for about 5 years now. And I say this because early detection saved her life. This is so important. She was so diligent about getting checked. So if you're a woman out there, or hey, if you're a guy listening and you have a woman in your life that you care about, get her checked. Get her to get herself checked because it's so important. They found it early enough. She had to have a double mastectomy, which she did, had to have some chemo, and she was a fighter and beat it. And on the stream right now, we're showing a picture of the shirt that she has on that says, it's a pink shirt, and across her chest it says, "Yes, they're fake. My real ones tried to kill me." And that is honestly throughout the whole thing was my mom's sense of humor. I cried when she told me that she had to have the surgery, and she's like, "Why are you crying? I get to get rid of these old 50-year-old boobs, and I get to get 20-year-old boobs." I'm like, "Okay, Mom."
There are pluses to the whole thing, yeah.
And she made the surgeon a cake.
Oh, that's so
A
funny.
breast cake, and said, "After you cut into me, cut into this." And she just the best attitude, and she's my best friend, and I'm so glad she's here.
Same here. Yep.
And so everyone get checked. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's so important.
It is very important.
Amen.
Ben, did I see you checking Susan last night up on the lawn at the show? I thought maybe that's how serious Ben takes this.
Hey, encourage Susan, encourage your wife, the con. Let's do
All my
it.
daughters, you bet. All right. Hang on for the world premiere of a brand new Blake Shelton song next.
What was the greatest Halloween costume? The free mammograms, and did you see that?
Oh, really?
He had like a box around him, and you're supposed to put your boobs in the box and get a free mammogram.
That's so funny. That's great.
So perverted.
Well, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the cooler weather. We'll see you back here bright and early. Well, we're on tomorrow morning. And then back with you Monday morning.